Do I think that creators are twisted? Yeah, I really do think. I think we are. We're demented, broken inside, really tortured by this humongously powerful, unstoppable, irrational desire to create. That's all we can think about, and we pretend like we don't need to. Convince ourselves that the need for this expression is irrational, so we morph into society, pretend we don't have to, pretend that we are okay if we don't create, that we can breathe normally if we don't create, but we can't, but we pretend. But damn, it hurts. And a lot of people think that creators, especially online, that we're all full of shit, that we are oversharing for views, but they forget that we're human and that we experience things just like everybody else and that we draw on inspiration from those sources. Are we crazy? Yeah, but when you are faced with nothing but heartbreak, do you put on a happy face and pretend everything's okay? Or do you use that to your advantage? Let's see how this goes. Welcome to the Heartbreak Advanced Selfie Challenge. Suffering breeds art quite often, and I know a lot of us experience really sad times in our lives, whether it's heartbreak, people passing away, grieving, and so forth. It's a really tough time, but a lot of us want to curl up in the ball, except those feelings are so valuable to creating art and also healing. Like, I find creating art around the feelings that I'm having, whether I'm really happy or really sad or brokenhearted or depressed or whatever, is really like very powerful healer. Just to sit through these emotions and really be in it, I think that us creators, we really benefit from submerging ourselves so deeply in negative emotions, and we process it this way, and I think we process it sometimes a little bit faster than most people who try to get on with their day, ignore it. So going through tough times definitely helps you with your art and your inspiration. So the time that I'm shooting is very late. I want it to be really dark outside, almost completely pitch black actually, so it's a very small window because if it gets too dark I won't be able to work with it. However, because these poses are really quite simple and you'll see for yourself, it's just basically making yourself look like a mess, then you don't have to spend as long on each and every single image. So the next thing I went for is obviously messy hair and an oversized t-shirt because you want to look, yeah, messy. Nothing fancy, really. You want to add to the story with everything that your hair, your makeup, everything. Although my makeup's pretty good now. It might just be destroyed over the period of this photo shoot. This area was really beautiful for this shot. I saw this curtain being blown around and I loved the moody, really vibey feel of this. It's funny how the weather turned really nasty just now. Thanks, universe. But for this, it was just like having the defeated pose. Obviously, I used a ring, any ring as a prop just to put on the windowsill next to my hand, which kind of leads you to look at it, giving you the impression that there is heartbreak very clearly. Person looks disheveled. The camera's leaning forward a little bit because anything that you tilt forward looks a bit more defeated, submissive, delicate. Anything that you point upwards makes them look powerful. So that's what I did for that shot. It's the next day and I wasn't quite happy with this image. I thought it was missing something, and literally all I figured out is that a piece of paper scrunched up, it's like a love letter or a goodbye letter more so to add to the story. The piece of paper, for me, that made it. So in this image, I utilized the lighting. I think it's extremely moody and it gives a really great story just even without anyone in it. It's very old school, very moody, very dark tones. The reason I hugged the chair instead of sitting on it or standing by the window, for example, is that it gave a weird twist to the story. Like, why is she hugging the stool? Did someone pass away that was used to sit where she's sitting? What's happening? Why is she so upset? So it gets people thinking, which is exactly what you want with images. It's storytelling. Photography is storytelling. So what story is your photograph telling? This was just a beautiful additional image to add depth to the story. I turned the flowers around because I wanted the happiness to be gone out of the frame. Put focus on the ring because, again, that's the important part there. I think this shot was pretty straightforward. I really liked the distance and you weren't really sure what was happening, except again, the pose was really destroyed, and I loved how together with the sunflower is kind of looking down in this frame, and so I tilted my head to match that, and it was this beautiful contrast. Beauty really suffering. And that pose reflected that as well. The darkness, the distance really got you disconnected, and there was like a bit of heartbreak. You could feel the freaking heartbreak in that photo. Next. Boom! Okay, so I love this. In every single photo shoot, there's always one location that just stands out like massively. So I decided to destroy my makeup and put some water on my face to give the impression of tears tears. And because I'm using a candle, it's like this one single source of light hitting my face. So I have to adjust my face just slightly in the right pose to make sure that it hits it at the right angle, and I control which side it's going. It's such a fun thing to play with. I love this one. There is, however, and I don't know if I nailed it, there's a danger that it could become corny and really cheesy and not cool at all. And I don't know yet if I've nailed it or not because I haven't seen the photos, but I'm gonna say that I kind of didn't nail it. So this is a challenge for you guys. If you can recreate one that doesn't look corny, just give it a go. I'd love to see some of these. So make sure you hashtag Sorelle Amore and Advanced Selfie, because I know you guys love the curtain one that I did in the tiny room challenge. And this is, I think, the one that you can recreate at home as well for yourself. So thank you, candle. I almost hugged it. That would have been a really dumb idea. Damn, I look like a disaster. Anyway, the last shot I finished off using the power of vulnerability, nudity actually, because as humans, whenever we're nude, portrayed in not a sexual way, this pose that I've used here is definitely not sexual. I've like stretched my back out so you can see the spine even more. It's like, you're not meant to try to make a sexy or beautiful pose. It's just meant to be really like disheveled as much as possible. So I did that here, and being nude, it just signifies like I've got nothing to hide me. Like, this is it. I'm destroyed here. So yeah, I've had fun with this process. I think it's been okay. Let me go edit the video and photos and hopefully they're fine.
As always, all my images are edited with my presets, my 17 preset pack called Hipster AF, and if you'd like to grab that, it's linked in the bio.
It's the next day, and I really wish that I would at least do my hair or something, but I can't be bothered, and the video's going out in like an hour, but I just had this idea, right? You know how the internet always has this beautiful, perfect images of everyone. Everyone looks so good and happy and fake smiles, really. Let's try to break the internet a little bit with sad images. No, but I mean, like, really, let's get emotion back into imagery, because I think it's really lacking it. So this week, let's have a challenge. Sad Advanced Selfie Challenge, hashtag. And you guys show us what you can do with sad imagery. Feel those sad emotions and really get into it and see how that goes. I'm not saying that we need to make the world a sad place, but I think people are really missing out on the beautiful opportunity that sad feelings can create in art. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure, do whatever you want, but there's also my Instagram that you can check out, and until next time, guys. Peace.